Hello everyone. Hi. Eh, How is everyone today? Are we good? Or are we bad? Or are we just a little bit fat? Well, okay-ish is better than shit. So I will take that. Oh, that sucks. Ew. Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, I've just been, yeah, kinda itchy all fucking week because of the time where I had my where I had those heat patches. Yeah, now they're healing, and that's fucking itching, and I hate it. You sit down. Okay. Tell me if it's better when it has started over again. Is it better now or still lower? Yeah, okay. I will keep talking then. Because at my side it looks like I'm okay. But yeah. Um, hmm. Are we okay? Kind of itchy, but else I'm okay. Thank you. Yeah, itchy. Um, the time I had all the heat patches on my body, I kinda itch myself a lot. So yeah, I have wounds now at those places, and those are healing, and that's itching a lot. Yeah, Sika, I tell you, Earthling is a danger bonbon because yeah, they like doing that to people just for fun. Jinpon, hi. Oh. So everyone, I have something to show you. Ha, ha. Jin, please do not say what we are gonna do next this next week. Ha. But yeah, my new Bun Bun stickers. I got my samples finally. Um, yeah, I wanted to show you guys. Well, if Jin cuddles from behind, she gets both booty and boobies. Yeah, why not? Yeah, my brain didn't catch it that far. And of course, the mandatory hi from Adjibibon. Hi. Yeah, I'm a little weird. We all know that. Yes. Yes. I love when people uses their hi or use their hi. So, Jin, have you gotten on the plane yet? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that, Earthling. Well, I triumph you both and says, yes, you both. This is nice. I like this. Peach iced tea. Yeah. Peach iced tea is nice. I like that. Hatumi, hi. Is Trumi. Is the best clown in the world. And if you ever see a clown named Tumu, end it. Nope. We only have one clown here, and that's Tumi. Yes, he's gonna visit me. Yeah, exactly. And we do not support the cheap versions. We only support the originals. But yeah, if you want to support the kingdom, just like yeah, but the quality is always shit. But yeah, if you want to support the kingdom, just like Jin did, because he, hi May, hi, because she bought her own bunnies. So she now have a collection of 6 bunnies. Because she bought the bun sheet, where you get 2 of each, a little bit smaller than this one, about 0.6 inches. But instead of that, you get 2 of each. So yes, still worth it. Earthling, just saying, it's property of the Bon Bon Kingdom. And they are not touching your sword. She's always licking it. Yeah, Earthling, but the Bon Bon Kingdom wrote its name on you. Haha. Yeah, I know. Did you get to touch some swords today? Or is that reserved for later? Oh, nice. Well, as long as it was a good sword you tried out, then it's good. You two, can you please crawl down in the tunnels? Yeah, nice. Good, good. That's how it should be. Okay, everyone. We gotta jump. Jump for your lives. Jump! um, that's interesting. He certainly is. Sika is in a very big mood today. Come on, Lisa, come on. Oh, so close. You almost hit the bush and got to collect your chocolate egg. Damn, Sika. Damn. Burned. So yes, now we have to put the bonbons away. Else I can't read. To my defense, I have heard the name, but I have no fucking clue who the person is. Like, at all. Oh. Yeah, Jin. Some people do not do not have that much stamina. Looks like you have a volunteer, Jin. Well, Earthling, you are for it. You just have to pull out your best work. Because Elstian will eat you alive. Oh, I'm not sure you're gonna hold that long. Oh, I know. I'm just not sure Earthling can. That fits quite accurate. Hey, Mouser. Hi. Welcome in. Yeah, I gotta say it when I have the chance. So, how is everyone today? Are we good? Oh, yeah, I know. I certainly know. Yeah, I get that, Mouser. I slept until I think it was 2:30 p.m. Damn! Nice, Jin. Nice. And do you know what? You will have that all your time in when you're in Denmark. Most places have Wi-Fi when you're there, which you can borrow. So next time, Jin is gonna sit on CK while he does these does while he do his squats. Well, Earthling, if you pay for shipping and the salty licorice, I can buy it for you and send it to you. I have absolutely no fucking idea, because I do not eat it. Hey, I'm not a bad bonbon. That's mean. He he already have a reason to visit you. I don't think so. I just think it's because of the kind of song it is today. Is it distorted? Yeah, I can turn it up a bit and then you can hear. Okay, fair, good. But thank you for telling me. I can't really hear it at the other end, for obvious reasons. So yeah, um, but is it okay for my voice as well now, or is it not good? But Jin, we all know the reason why everyone wanna visit you, especially the men. Oh, bow chicka wow wow. No, you. I don't know. I haven't tasted Jin's cookie. Sorry, cookies. Earthling has a doggo as well. Hmm. I thought it was because of cream pie he wanted. What do you mean? I'm not that bad. That's rude. And do you know the worst? Jin doesn't haven't even shown me her doggo. Wow. Yeah, you haven't shown me your doggo yet. Hi, troll. Hi. And now we have dance. London, I spent the forks, dust the bottles and burn the corks, dust the bottles are back to plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. But tell the mat, they were rather than that's too mad. Well, that is not doggo pics. Let me read over. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. You have to wait until the bush disappears to be able to claim group drop. Just so you all know. Damn! You guys are fast today. Holy shit. Oh, and Jin Bun is coming to cuddle. So yes. But today is all about the White Rider. Wahaha. Is the music still good compared to my voice? So yes. Or is it too high now? I just want to know because I've just put it up at where I think it should be. So still good compared to my voice. It's not too loud or anything. It's called Any Bun Else Earthling. Any Bun Else. Oh.
Why do I haste to wait for the bush to be gone? LUL.
Because you have a hard time handling a bush. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There you go. But that was the last time. Mr. Thard is more into mountains and into forest. What the fuck? What is this shit? I disagree with this. I do not appreciate this bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look at it at another time. I do not have time for it now. Oh yeah, troll. Troll. Did you see what I got? Haha. Yeah, you did, but I have 50. Mwahaha. I got my samples pack, and they're actually really good. I should put one in my forehead. For one, what is a forehead? And two, why should I put it in it? Oh, you mean F-O-R-E head? Oh. Because right now you're just spelling what Jin wants. Some head. For head. Mwahaha. So yeah. But I got the bun bun stickers. And remember, you can all go and get your own. And I'm actually looking into getting, yeah, your forehead. um, but I'm actually looking into if I can get the troll as a bun bun sticker. So the troll bun as a bun bun sticker. But I need to talk with the Miss Deathheart first. Yeah, with you. Um, so if you can throw me a DM so I remember to write you afterwards, it would be very helpful. I fucking know, but I still need to talk with you. So please drop me a message so I can remember to write you. Thank you. See, this is what us Danes have to deal with the Swede and the Norwegian. Seriously, they can't just do as they're told. I know. I know you can. Because gin can be a very good gin bun. Everything is wrong with the sweets. For fuck's sake, everything. Okay, don't cancel me, but this is gonna be a very, very dark joke. So, why are magazines or clips in, as they are called in the US, made to have 30? Why are they made to have 30 rounds in a magazine? Yeah, why are magazines in the US made with 30 rounds? Rounds is ammunition. The things you shoot with. And yes, Sika, because that's how big the classes are. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's very dark. Yeah, those magazines. Well, Earthling, get you some gun lore so we won't make those jokes about you anymore. No, fuck. Wow. I even said magazines, or as the US calls them, clips. Wow. And you still thought of reading magazines. Wow. When have you ever heard a fucking reading magazine being called a clip? Wow. Oh, I know that one. I know that one. So if everyone else wanna have a try on that one, just go for it. Because I know that one. No, but your bottom hole is. Yep. Okay, so now we gotta start reading. I have, I seriously have so dark humor. It's insane. So. Chapter 5. The White Rider. Hi, Lothriel. Hi, welcome in. My very bones are chilled, said Gimli, flapping his arms and stamping his feet. Day had come at last. At, at dawn the companions had made such breakfast as they could. Now, in the growing light, they were getting ready to search the ground again for signs of the hobbits. And do not forget that, old man, said Gimli. I should be happier if I could see the print of a boot. Yeah, just like you, Jinbun. Just like you. And do not forget that, old man, said Gimli. And I read that. Why would that make you happy, said Legolas. Because an old man with feet that leave marks might be no more than he seemed, answered the dwarf. Maybe, said the elf, but a heavy boot might leave no print here. The grass is deep and springy. That would not baffle a ranger, said Gimli. Oh, I know you are, Jen. Ginny is gonna be such a good girl. A bent blade is enough for Aragorn to read. But I do not accept him to find any traces. It was an evil phantom of Saruman that we saw last night. I am sure of it. Even under the light of morning, his eyes are looking out on us from Fangorn even now. Maybe. Yeah, I am 100% sure of that. It is likely enough, said Aragorn. Yet I am not sure. I am thinking of the horses. You said last night, Gimli, that they were scared away. But I did not think so. Did you hear them, Nicholas? Did they sound to you like beasts in terror? No, said Nicholas. I heard them clearly, but for the darkness and our own fear, I should have guessed that they were beasts wild within some sudden gladness. They spoke as horses will when they meet a friend that they have long missed. I have ropes, Jen. I have ropes. Remember, I'm a rope bunny as well. So I thought, said Harrigan. But I cannot read this riddle unless they return. Come. That was for you, Jen. The light is growing fast. Let us look first and guess later. We should begin here, near to our own camping ground, searching carefully all about, and working up the slope towards the forest. To find hobbits is our errand. Damn! Seeker wanna be a watcher. If they escaped by some chance, then they must have hidden in the trees, or they would have been seen. If we find nothing between here and the eaves of the wood, then we will make a last search upon the battlefield and among the ashes, but there is little hope there. The horsemen of Rohan did their work too well. Wow. Yeah. No comment. For some time the companions crawled and groped upon the ground. The tree stood mournfully above them, its dry leaves now hanging limp and rattling in the chill easterly wind. Aragorn moved slowly away. He came to the ashes of the watchfire near the river bank, and then began to retrace the ground back towards the knoll where the battle had been fought. Suddenly he stooped and bent low with his face almost in the grass. Then he called the others. They came running up. Yeah, no, 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 no. Jen, it seems like a lot of them wanna watch us too, or at least participate in having fun with us too. So yeah. Some kind of party. Yeah, sorry people. I need to fix my bloody leg. I have scratched too much. So be right back. And I'm back. Oh, so I can be the dungeon master? Interesting. Wahahaha. I do not know. The one who can take the biggest beating? Maybe? I actually want to start up um, a D&D session, but I'm a little against it because I do not know. I do not know if I have the time for it. But yeah, if people want to, oh, if people want to be be a part of it, if I start it up, please just say, because then I can put you in D&D, and then I can contact you if I'm starting it up, to hear if you still want to be a part of it. So do anyone want to be a part of the D&D? Yeah, I was thinking like maybe a couple of hours every 2 or 3 weeks, or once a month. And we have no, this would be off stream. Um because I want to obviously learn to DM before do, before I even think about that. But it would be on another channel than this, because yeah. Oh, that's fine, Jen. Get some food. Because this channel is for books, libraries, such things. So if I ever went on a trip, let's say to Japan or somewhere, um, and they had a really nice library, I might be able to do that. Um, but also, if the book binding is a success when I try it, then I'm also gonna introduce that to stream, because again, it's about books. Yeah, that's fine, Jen. Go get some food. But if anyone have some book themed ideas, please just say. Because at the moment I have some idea of what I would like to do. But yeah, one person can't think of all the ideas in the world. Well, Earthling, you know where to write it. In the Discord. So yeah. I'm gonna continue. For some time the companions crawled and groped upon the ground. The tree stood mournfully above them, its dry leaf now hanging limp and rattling in the chill easterly wind. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, to be honest, it for me it's not. It wasn't even in my trial of thoughts before you said it, and to be honest, I don't even think that it would be something I would do. So yeah, I think some things should be online, some things should be offline. Because if you are online all the time, you can't take care of yourself and do the things that is not proper for online. um, he came to the ashes of the watchfire near the river bank, and then began to retrace the ground back towards the knoll where the battle had been fought. Suddenly he stooped and bent over. Okay, I have already fucking read that. What the hell? Um, Here at last we find news, said Aragon. He lifted up a broken leaf for them to see, a large pale leaf of golden hue, now fading and turning brown. Here is a melon leaf of Lorien, and there are small crumbs on it, and a few more crumbs in the grass. And see, there are some pieces of cut cord lying by. And here is the knife that cut them, said Gimli. He stooped and drew out of a tussock into which some heavy foot had trampled it a short jagged blade, the haft from which had been snapped was beside it. It was an orc weapon, he said, holding it gingerly, and looking with disgust at the carved handle. It had been shaped like a hideous head with squinting eyes and leering mouth. Well, here is the strangest riddle that we have yet found, exclaimed Legolas. A bound prisoner escapes both from the orcs and from the surrounding horsemen. He then stops while still in the open and cuts his bonds with an orc knife. But how and why? For if his legs were tied, how did he walk? And if his arms were tied, how did he use the knife? And if neither were tied, why did he cut the cords at all? Being pleased with his skill, he then sat down and quietly ate some whey bread. That at least is enough to show that he was a hobbit. Without the melon leaf, after that, I suppose he turned his arms into wings and flew away singing into the trees. It should be easy to find him. We only need wings ourselves. There was sorcery here right enough, said Gimli. What was that old man doing? What have you to say, Aragorn, to the reading of Legolas? Can you better it? Maybe I could, said Aragorn, smiling. There are some other signs near at hand that you have not considered. I agree that the prisoner was a hobbit, and must have been either legs or hands free before he came here. I guess that it was hands, because the riddle then becomes easier, but also because of the marks, as I read the marks, he was carried to this point by an orc. Blood was spilled here, a few paces away, orc blood. There are deep prints of hooves all around this spot, and signs that a heavy thing was dragged away. The orc was slain by horsemen, and later his body was hauled to the fire. But the hobbit was not seen. He was not in the open. For it was night, and he still had his elven cloak. He was exhausted and hungry, and it is not to be wondered at at that. When he had cut his bonds with the knife of his fallen enemy, he rested and ate a little before he crept away. But it is a comfort to know that he had some lembas in his pocket. Even though he ran away without gear or pack, that perhaps is like a hobbit. I say he, though I hope and guess that both Merry and Pippin were together. There is, however, nothing to show that for certain. And how do you suppose that either of our friends came to have a hand free? Asked Gimli. I do not know how it happened, answered Aragorn, nor do I know why an orc was carrying them away. Not to help them escape, we may be sure. Nay, rather I think that I now begin to understand a matter that has puzzled me from the beginning. Why, when Boromir had fallen, were the orcs content with the capture of Merry and Pippin? They did not seek out the rest of us, nor attack our camp. But instead they went with all speed toward Isengard. Did they suppose they had captured the ring-bearer and his faithful comrade? I think not. Their masters would not dare to give such plain orders to orcs. Even if they knew so much themselves, they would not speak openly to them about the ring. They are not trusty servants. But I think the orcs had been commanded to capture hobbits alive at all costs. An attempt was made to slip out with the precious prisoners before the battle. Treachery, perhaps, likely enough with such folk. Some large and bold orc may have been trying to escape with the prize alone for his own ends. There, that is my tale. Others might be devised, but on this we may count in any case. One at least of our friends escaped. It is our task to find him and help him before we return to Rohan. We must not be daunted by Fangorn, since he drove him into that dark place. Leftovers is always the better option. Unless the texture and taste is way off. I do not know which daunts me more, Fangorn or the thought of the long road through Rohan on foot, said Gimli. Then let us go to the forest, said Aragorn. It was not long before Aragorn found fresh signs. At one point, near the bank of the Endwash, he came upon footprints, hobbit footprints, but too light for much to be made of them. Then again, beneath the bole of a great tree on the very edge of the wood, more prints were discovered. The earth was bare and dry, and did not reveal much. One hobbit at least stood here for a while, and looked back, and then he turned away into the forest, said Aragorn. Then we must go in too, said Gimli. But I do not like the look of this Fangorn, and we were warned against it. I wish the chase has led anywhere else. I do not think the wood feels evil, whatever tales may say, said Legolas. He stood under the eaves of the forest, stooping forward, as if he were listening, and peering with wide eyes into the forest. No, it is not evil, or what evil is in far away. I catch only the faintest echoes of dark places, where hearts of the trees are black. There is no malice near us, but there is watchfulness and anger. Hi, Din, hi. Hi, Sin, hi. Well, while you were gone, they found the footprints of the hobbits, found out that one of the goblins had been killed, and now they're going into Fangorn. That is about what has happened until now. Thank you, troll. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I wanna hear what you shared, Jen. I wanna know. I don't know. Well, it has no cause to be angry with me, said Gimli. I have done no harm. That is just as well, said Legolas. But nonetheless, it has suffered harm. There's something happening inside, or going to happen. What the fuck? I didn't say that. Why is everyone after me today? Scheiße. Yes, troll. Where is Ike's carrots? Where are they? I told you to give them to Ike. Bad troll. Hi, Ike. Hi. Well, that's an issue between you two. I need to see something. Because I'm not sure that. No, what the fuck? Sen, why haven't I asked you to be a part of the kingdom yet? Can you ask me that? Or can you answer me that? But if you want to, I can just write you on. Do you want to be a part of the Bun Bun Kingdom? Sin, yes. Yeah, I forget to do a lot of things recently. So, um, no, I won't. I won't forget it. I just need to know which time and where, Jen. Thank you for the lurk, Aki. Thank you. Oh, everyone wants to be picked up by the bonbon. Mm. Haha. Hey, I'm just a bonbon. I'm not that big. I can't do whoopsies. No. See everyone, Earthling just called me fat. Satch. No, I'm not. I'm not 6'2". Um, do like a bunny. Faceplant. That is all okay, Jenny. If you want to talk about it, just DM me. But I'm not 6'2", Earthling. But Jen, do like a bonbon. Just faceplant the salad. Okay. Do you not feel the tenseness? It takes my breath. I feel the air is stuffy, said the dwarf. This wood is lighter than Mirkwood, but it is musty and shabby. It is old, very old, said the elf. So old that almost I feel young again, as I have not felt since I journeyed with you children. Imagine calling a 65-year-old children a fucking child. That's funny. It is old and full of memory. I could have been here, happy here, if I'd come in days of peace. I dare say you could, snorted Gimli. You are a wood elf anyway, though elves of any kind are strange folk. Yet you comfort me. Where you go, I will go. But keep your bow ready to hand, and I will keep my axe loose in my belt. Not for use on trees, he added hastily, looking up at the tree under which they stood. I do not wish to meet that old man at unawares without an argument ready to hand. That is all. Let us go. With that, with that, the three hunters plunged into the forest of Fangorn. Legolas and Gimli left the tracking to Aragorn. There was little for him to see. The floor of the forest was dry and covered with a drift of leaves, but guessing that the fugitives would have to stay near water, he returned often to the banks of the stream. So it was that he came upon the place where Merry and Pippin had drunk and bathed their feet. They are plain for all to see were the footprints of two hobbits, one somewhat smaller than the other. That is good tidings, said Aragorn. Yet the marks are 2 days old, and it seems that at this point the hobbits left the waterside. Then what shall we do now? Said Gimli. We cannot pursue them through the whole fastness of Fangorn. We have come ill supplied. If we do not find them soon, we shall be of no use to them, except to sit down beside them and show our friendship by starving together. If that is indeed all we can do, then we must do that, said Aragorn. Let us go on. They came at length to the steep abrupt end of Treebeard's Hill. And looked up at the rock wall with its rough steps leading to the high shelf. Gleams of sun were striking through the hurrying clouds, and the forest now looked less grey and drear. Let us go up and look about us, said Legolas. I still feel my breath short. I should like the taste of freer air for a while. The companions climbed up. Aragorn came last, moving slowly. He was scanning the steps and ledges closely. I'm almost sure that the hobbits have been up here, he said. But there are other marks, very strange marks, which I do not understand. I wonder if we can see anything from the ledge, which will help us to guess which way they went next. Oh, Stroop Waffles. Oh my god. Jen, you have to save a Stroop Waffle for me. You gotta save a pack of or at least just one Stroop Waffle for me. One is fine. I'm okay with just one. Yeah, just one pack. Just one. Else I will get too fat. He is from the US. He stood up and looked about, but he saw nothing that was of any use. The shelf faced southward and eastward, but only on the east was the view open. There he could see the heads of the trees descending in ranks towards the plain from which they had come. Oh! Ow! Ouch! Ow! We have journeyed a long way round, said Legolas. We could have all come here safe together if we had left the great river on the second or third day and struck west. Few can foresee whither their road will lead them, till they come to its end. Um, but we did not wish to come to Fangorn, said Gimli. Yet here we are, and nicely caught in the net, said Legolas. Look. Look at what? Said Gimli. There in the trees. Where? I do not have elf eyes. Hush! Speak more softly. Look. Said Legolas, pointing. Down in the wood, back in the way that we have just come, it is he. Cannot you see him, passing from tree to tree? I see now, hissed Gimli. Look, Aragorn. Did I not warn you? There is the old man, all in dirty grey rags. That is why I could not see him at first. Yeah. um, yeah. Sika, I do not drink at all. So are you saying you do not want to visit me? Because that is rude. Aw, that was a good choice, Sika. Good choice. Yeah, I do not drink because I have one sip of a beer and then I have a date with the toilet for the next 13 hours. And that is not that fun. Yeah, no. Aragorn looked and beheld a bent figure moving slowly. It was not far away. It looked like an old beggar man, walking wearily, leaning on a rough staff. His head was bowed, and he did not look towards them. In other lands, they would have greeted him with kind words, but now they stood silent. I lost it. Each feeling a strange expectancy. Something was approaching that held a hidden power or menace. That is true, Jen. That is true. Gimli gazed with wide eyes for a while, as step by step the figure drew nearer. Then suddenly, unable to contain himself, contain himself longer, he burst out. Sika, I didn't know you were in the book. Your bow, Legolas, bend it. Get ready. It is Saruman. Do not let him speak or put a spell upon us. Shoot first. Yeah, you. It specifically said, then suddenly unable to contain himself longer, he burst. Legolas took his bow and bent it. Slowly, and as if some other will resisted him, he held an arrow loosely in his hand, but did not fit it to the string. Aragorn stood silent. His face was watchful and intent. Why are you waiting? What is the matter with you? Said Gimli in a hissing whisper. Legolas is right, said Aragorn quietly. We may not shoot an old man so at unawares and unchallenged. Whatever fear or doubt be on us, watch and wait. Yeah, Jin. I support you on that. At that moment, the old man quickened his pace and came with surprising speed to the foot of the rock wall. Then suddenly he looked up. While he stood motionless, looking down, there was no sound. They could not see his face. He was hooded, and above the hood he wore a wide brimmed hat, so that all his features were overshadowed, except for the end of his nose and his grey beard. Yet it seemed to Aragorn that he caught the gleam of eyes, keen and bright, from within the shadow of the hooded brows. I want Japanese, but he's not here. At last the old man broke the silence. Well met indeed, my friends, he said in a soft voice. I wish to speak to you. Will you come down, or shall I come up? Without waiting for an answer, he began to climb. Now, cried Gimli, stop him, Legolas. Did I not say that I wish to speak to you? Said the old man. Put away that bow, Master Elf. The bow and arrow fell from Legolas' hands, and his arms hung loose at his sides. And you, Master Dwarf, pray take your hand from your axe haft, till I'm up. You will not need such arguments. Well, if we do not talk about it, the world can't hate them as well. Gimli started and then stood still as stone, staring, while the old man sprang up the rough steps as nimbly as a goat. All weariness seemed to have left him. As he stepped up on the shelf, there was a gleam, too brief for certainty, a quick glint of white, as if some garment shrouded by the grey rags had been for an instant revealed. The intake of Gimli's breath could be heard as loud as a loud hiss in the silence. Well met, I say again, said the old man, coming towards them. When he was a few feet away, he stood stooping over his staff, with his head thrust forward, peering at them under his hood. Yeah, true. And what may you be doing in these parts? An elf, a man, and a dwarf, all clad in elvish fashion. No doubt there is tale worth hearing behind it all. Such things are not often seen here. You speak as one that knows Fangorn well, said Aragon. Is that so? Not well, said the old man. That would be study of many lives. But I come here now and again. Might we know your name and then hear what is that you have to say to us, said Aragon. The morning passes, and we have an errand that will not wait. As for what I wish to say, I have said it. What may you be doing, and what tale can you tell of yourselves? As for my name, he broke off, laughing long and softly. Aragon felt a shudder run through him at the sound, a strange cold thrill. And yet it was not fear or terror that he felt. Rather, it was like the sudden bite of a keen air or the slap of a cold rain that wakes an uneasy sleeper. Yeah, everything have been through a narcissistic person as well. Nice. I want to see how many pages we have left. Okay, 15 pages, 16 pages. My name, said the old man again. Have you not guessed it already? You have heard it before, I think. Yes, you have heard it before. But come now, what of your tale? The three companions stood silent and made no answer. There are some who would begin to doubt whether your errand is fit to tell, said the old man. Happily, I know something of it. You are tracking the footsteps of two young hobbits, I believe. Yes, hobbits. Don't stare as if you have had never heard the strange name before. You have, and so have I. Well, they climbed up here the day before yesterday, and they met someone that they did not expect. Does that comfort you? And now you would like to know where they were taken? Well, maybe I can give you some news about that. But why are we standing? Your errand, you see, is no longer as urgent as you thought. Let us sit down and be more at ease. The old man turned away and went towards the heap of fallen stones and rock at the foot of the cliff behind. Immediately, as if a spell had been removed, the others relaxed and stirred. Gimli's hand went at once to his axe haft. Aragorn drew his sword. Legolas picked up his bow. The old man took no notice, but stooped and sat himself on a low flat stone. Then his great cloak drew apart, and they saw beyond doubt that he was clothed beneath all in white. Saruman, cried Gimli, springing towards him with their axe in hand. Speak! Tell us where you have hidden our friends. What have you done with them? Speak, or I will make a dint in your hat. Even a wizard will find it hard to deal with. Um, it's not because Jin is not is in a relationship with the shitty person anymore. But sometimes you do some things which bind you for 18 years to another shitty person. So yeah. The old man was too quick for him. He sprang to his feet and leaped to the top of a large rock. There he stood, grown suddenly tall, towering above them. His hood and his grey rags were flung away. His white garments shone. He lifted up his staff, and Gimli's axe leaped from his grasp and fell ringing on the ground. The sword of Aragorn, stiff in his hand, is in motionless hand, blazed with sudden fire. Legolas gave a great shout and shot an arrow into the high air. It vanished in a flash of flame. Exactly. I think you can have sole custody, but still with the other parent having the right to have visitation. Welcome in, V. Hi. It's not as easy as in the U.S. to strip a parent of rights. In the EU, parenthood is taken very seriously by the courts. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's only if the other person is convicted of something, um, like almost ending the person's their partner's life, or almost ending the child's life, um, that they can be stripped of it. So there is a lot of restricting laws in the EU which prohibit the same kind of things the US do, which in the end can harm families. But yeah, the EU is very much about protecting rights, which is why most people from North America, South America gets or get surprised when moving here, because they are protected so well that sometimes it's hurtful, like in the situation Jin is in. Yeah, but many of the laws is made to protect the rights of both parents, so it doesn't end up in just accusing each other of shit, and then one gets full custody on a lie. Um, because that's happening more often than you think. In the court system, unfortunately, Jin's case is rather special and rare. Um, because we know it happens, but none of those. Yeah, it is, but you're not allowed to film people directly, not even in public space. You're not allowed to film a direct person. You are allowed to film the public as in general, but you are not allowed to film a specific person like in public. So you can't go up to a person and ask them something like the YouTubers do sometimes. You can't do that in the EU, because if someone wants to press charges against you and they have that video that of you doing it, then you would be fucked. Yeah, exactly. Only on own property, or in yeah in private property. In private property, yeah, you can do that, and that is the reason why stores can have surveillance. And that is also the reason that the Tesla feature, uh, where it keeps your car safe with the cameras recording 24/7, and if something happens they save it, is not allowed in the EU, because it infringe on people's privacy. Exactly, and that is the issue. You are allowed to have hidden surveillance, or hidden audio recording, in your own in private places, but if it goes on in the public, it's only the police which have permits to do that, and they have to set signs up. Even our stationary um like photo traps for cars, they have to put a sign up showing that it's there, which in my opinion is fucking dumb. But again, yeah, like it's there to remove people's license if they're fucking dumb. But yeah, you can't have all good. Something needs to be shit to have other things which is good, and that is everywhere. Everything, almost everything can be shit though, and almost everything can be good. But you will never hit 100% rate where everyone is safe and content, or where everyone is suffering. Fuck, it's all already 2 hours. Shit. I'm talking too much. Mithrandir, he cried. Mithrandir! Well met, I say to you again, Legolas, said the old man. They all gazed at him. His hair was white as snow in the sunshine, and gleaming white was his robe. The eyes under his deep brows were bright, piercing as the rays of the sun. Power was in his hand. Between wonder, joy, and fear, they stood and found no words to say. At last Aragorn stirred. Gandalf, he said, beyond all hope you returned to us in our need. What veil was over my sight? Gandalf! Gimli said nothing, but sank to his knees, shading his eyes. Gandalf, the old man repeated, as if recalling from old memory of long disused word. Yes, that was the name. I was Gandalf. He stepped down from the rock, and picking up his grey cloak, wrapped it about him. It seemed as if the sun had been shining, but now was hid in a cloud again. Yes, you may still call me Gandalf, he said, and the voice was the voice of their old friend and guide. Get up, my good Gimli. No blame to you, and no harm done to me. Indeed, my friends, none of you have any weapon that could hurt me. Be merry. We meet again at the turn of tide. The great storm is coming, but the tide has turned. No, I don't think so. Yeah. He laid his hand on Gimli's head, and the dwarf looked up and laughed suddenly. Gandalf, he said, but you are all in white. Yes, I am white now, said Gandalf. Indeed I am. Indeed I am. Saruman, one might almost say. Saruman as he should have been. But come now, tell me of yourselves. I have passed through fire and deep water since we parted. I have forgotten much that I thought I knew, and I learned again much that I had forgotten. I can see many things far off, but many things that are close at hand I cannot see. Tell me of yourselves. What do you wish to know? Said Aragorn. That is the fucking dumbest question. It's seriously the dumbest question. Like saying to someone which have forgotten most of it, most of what they know, and say, "What do you want to know?" It's just like asking, "What do you want to know of a person that you just met, and you have no idea what the fuck you want to know about the person?" Wow. "What do you wish to know?" said Aragon. "All that has happened since we parted on the bridge would be a long tale. Will you not first give us news of the hobbits? Did you find them? Are they safe?" Yeah, exactly. "No, I did not find them," said Gandalf. "There was a darkness over the valleys of the Emon and I did not know of their captivity until the eagle told me." "The eagle," said Legolas. "I have seen an eagle high and far off. The last time was 4 days ago, above the Emon. "Yes," said Gandalf. "That was Gwahir the Wind Lord, who rescued me from the Orthanc. I sent him before me towards the river and gathered tidings. His sight is keen, but he cannot see all that passes under hill and tree. Some things he has seen, and others I have seen myself. The ring now has passed beyond my help, or the help of any of the company that set out from Rivendell." Ha 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 ha! Go fuck yourself. I do not have cheap viewers. Mwahaha. Very nearly it was revealed to the enemy, but it escaped. I had some part in that, for I sat in a high place, and I strove with the dark tower, and the shadow passed. Then I was very, 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 and I walked long in dark thought. Well, Jin, if you are cheap. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. "Then you know about Frodo," said Gimli. "How do things go with him?" "I cannot say. He was saved from a great peril, but many lie before him still. He resolved to go alone to Mordor, and he set out. That is all I can say." No, I was gonna say, if you're cheap, then it would be a good daily eating. Like, om nom 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 nom. I knew you would say that, Jin. um, Not alone, said Legolas. "We think that Sam went with him." "Did he?" said Gandalf, and there was a gleam in his eyes and a smile on his face. "Did he indeed? It is news to me, yet it does not surprise me. Good. Very good." "You lighten my heart. You must tell me more." Now sit by me and tell me the tale of your journey. The companion sat on the ground at his feet, and Aragorn took up the tale. For a long while Gandalf said nothing, and he asked no questions. His hands were spread upon his knees, and his eyes were closed. At last, when Aragorn spoke of the death of Boromir and of his last journey upon the great river, the old man sighed. You have not said all that you know or guess, Aragorn, my friend, he said quietly. Poor Boromir. I could not see what happened to him. It was a sore trial for such a man, a warrior, a lord of men. Galadriel told me that he was in peril, but he escaped in the end. I am so glad. It was not in vain that the young hobbits came with us, if only for Boromir's sake. But that is not the only part they have to play. They were brought to Fangorn, and their coming was like the falling of small stones that starts an avalanche in the mountains. Even as we talk here, I hear the first rumblings. Saruman had best not be caught away from home when the dam bursts. In one thing you have not changed, dear friend, said Aragorn. You still speak in riddles. What, in riddles? Said Gandalf. No, for I was talking aloud to myself. A habit of the old. They choose the wisest person present to speak to. The long explanations needed by the young are varying. He laughed, but the sound now seemed warm and kindly as a gleam of sunshine. I am no longer young even in the reckoning of men of the ancient houses, said Aragorn. Will you not open your mind more clearly to me? What then shall I say? Said Gandalf, and paused for a while in thought. This in brief is how I see things at the moment. If you wish to have a piece of a mind as plain as possible, the enemy of course has long known that the ring is abroad, that it is borne by a hobbit. He knows now the number of our company that set out from Rivendell and the kind of each of us. But he does not yet perceive our purpose clearly. He supposes that we are all going to Minas Tirith, for that is what he would himself have done in our place, and according to his wisdom, it would have been a heavy stroke against his power. Indeed, he is in great fear, not knowing what mighty one may suddenly appear, wielding the ring, and assailing him with war, seeking to cast him down and take his place. That we should wish to cast him down and have no one in his place is not a thought that occurs to his mind. That we would try to destroy the ring itself has not yet entered into his darkest dream, in which no doubt you will see our good fortune and our hope. For imagining war, he has let loose war. Believing that he has no time to waste, for he that strikes the first blow, if he strikes it hard enough, you may need to strike no more. So the forces that he has long been preparing is now setting in motion sooner than he intended. Wise fool, for if he had used all his power to guard Mordor, so that none could enter, and bent all his guile to the hunting of the ring, then indeed hope would have faded. Neither ring nor bearer could have long eluded him, but now his eyes gazed abroad rather than near at home, and mostly he looks towards Minas Tirith. Very soon now, his strength will fall upon it like a storm. Oh yeah, Jin. We need to find out what to wear on Friday in the evening. Because we're going out for sushi. Yeah, you would like that, Sika. Especially if you got to participate. Nah, it's not that kind. Ooh. Hmm. The corset is red. Interesting. Nah, I have some things in mind. Um. But yeah. Ow. That hurts. Hi, Leo. Hi. Yeah, usually I'm not even streaming now. So everyone, if you do not know Leo already, go check them out. Because Leo is nice. And she likes my bunnies. And now I have to show you all of my bunnies. Like, look here. Bunnies! Yeah, and we have a bunny spoon. Aren't they cute? Bunnies! Yeah. So that is me. This is the Royal Guard, the the lifeguard of buns, and this is the danger buns, and they are all on my fourth wall. Earthing. Is it possible for you
I'm
to?
late. I'm late.
Oh. Thank you for the sub, Leo. Thank you. Is it possible for you to write exclamation mark merch? So that is the kingdom's merch store. So if anyone wants to get their own, oh, I see. I must. Yeah, 2 seconds. Boom. I need to figure out how I get to like reset all of these or get them in somewhere from somewhere else. Um, I'm not sure if it's gonna update though. Because I've kind of fucked it up. Labels. Is it that one? Yeah, it's this one. Two seconds, people. I need to see here. Yeah, I have removed. It has have removed it. Interesting. I think it's here. Yeah, it's here. Properties. There. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna update, but I need to find another way to get the subscribers and such worked out. Because yeah, I just fucked it up. That was not that nice. But again, Leo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it very much. Okay. Yeah, I know you are. That's why I'm texting you sometimes. I'm glad about it as well. So, Leo, do you like your bunny ears? That is Disturbed's first sub batch. The small bunny ears. Yeah, your sub batch is small bunny ears. But I have ears. And I also would like to get my ears. But I do not have any money for it. I hate it. I have found the most nice things for my headset. I actually found bunny ears. Um, and you can see them here. I only have my Bun suit. I do not have my bunny ears yet because I do not have money for it. So yeah. But I can try to find the bunny outfit I have, if I can find it. Yes. And do not mind the mess, which is my floor. I sent you a picture on the on Discord DM. Oh no, I cannot fit in those. And if Earthling saw that, he wouldn't be able to contain himself for long. But yes. Hey, what is embarrassing about liking bunnies? That hurts. Hmm. Yeah, exactly, Jin. Exactly. Um, for already he knows that the messengers that he sent to waylay the company have failed again. They have not found the ring, neither have they brought away any hobbits as hostages. Had they done even so much as that, it would have been a heavy blow to us, and it might have been fatal. But let us not darken our hearts by imagining the trial of their child, of their gentle loyalty in that dark tower. For the enemy has failed, so far, thanks to Saruman. Then is Saruman then is not Saruman a traitor? Said Gimli. Indeed, yes, said Gandalf. Doubtly. And is not that strange? Nothing that we have endured of late has seemed so grievous as the treason of Isengard. Even reckoned as a lord and captain, Saruman has grown very strong. He threatens the men of Rohan and draws off their help from Minas Tirith, even as the main blow is approaching from the east. Yet a treacherous weapon is ever a danger to the hand. Saruman also had his mind to capture the ring for himself, or at least to snare some hobbits for his evil purposes. So between them, our enemies have contrived only to bring Merry and Pippin with marvelous speed, and in the nick of time to Fangorn, where otherwise they would have never come at all. But if I could find a bunny outfit with fishnets, I would. 100% I would. But there is more pressing things that I have to take care of. Yeah, I know, Earthling, I know. There we go. um, Also, they have filled themselves with new doubts that disturb their plans. No tidings of the battle will come to Mordor, thanks to the horsemen of Rohan. But the Dark Lord knows that 2 hobbits were taken in the Immen Mole and borne away towards Isengard against the will of his own servants. He now has Isengard to fear as well as Minas Tirith. If Minas Tirith fall, it will go ill for Saruman. It is a pity that our friends lie in between, said Gimli. If no land divided Isengard and Mordor, then they could fight while we watched and waited. The victor would emerge stronger than either, and free from doubt, said Gandalf. But Isengard cannot fight Mordor unless Saruman first obtains the ring. That he will never do now. He does not yet know his peril. There is much that he does not know. He was so eager to lay his hands on his prey that he could not wait at home, and he came forth to meet and to spy on his messengers. But he came too late, for once, and the battle was over and beyond his help before he reached these parts. Yeah, Jin would be cute in a bunny outfit. But I would not. At least in my opinion. I look into his mind and I see doubt. He has no woodcraft. He believes that the horsemen slew and burned all upon the field of battle. But he does not know whether the orcs were bringing any prisoners or not, and he does not know of the quarrel between his servants and the orcs of Mordor, nor does he know of the winged messenger. The winged messenger? Cried Legolas. I shot at him, and with the bow of Galadriel above San Gebir, and I felled him from the sky. He filled us all with fear. What new terror is this? One that you cannot slay with arrows, said Gandalf. You only slew his steed. It was a good deed, but the rider was soon horsed again, for he was a Nazgul, one of the 9, who ride now upon winged steeds. Soon the terror will overshadow the last armies of our friends, cutting off the sun, but they have not yet been allowed to cross the river. What did it say? And Saruman does not know of this new shape in which the ringwraith had been clad. He thought is ever on the ring. Was it present in the battle? Was it found? What if Theoden, the Lord of the Mark, should come by it and learn of his power? That is a danger that he sees, and he has fled back to Isengard to double and triple his assault on Rohan. And all the time there is another danger, close at hand, which he does not see. Busy with his fiery thoughts, he has forgotten Treebeard. Wow. Wow, Sika. Wow. Ah, now you're asking much, said Gandalf. Uh, I think I have lost where I was. Yeah, I did. I was on the wrong page. Now you speak to yourself again, said Aragorn with a smile. Treebeard is not known to me, and I have guessed part of Saruman's double treachery. Yet I do not see in what way the coming of two hobbards to Fangorn has served, save to give us a long and fruitless chase. Wait a minute, cried Gimli. There is another thing that I should like to know first. Was it you, Gandalf, or Saruman, that we saw last night? Well, I just guess that everyone wants to see Jin in a bunny outfit. Guess so. Just saying. Not jealous at all. Not jealous at all. It's okay, Sika. I'm just messing with you. You certainly did not see me, answered Gandalf. Therefore, I must guess that you saw Saruman. Evidently, we look so much alike that your desire to make an incurable dent in my hat must be excused. Good, good, said Gimli. I'm glad that it was not you. Gandalf laughed again. Yes, my good dwarf, he said. It is a comfort not to be mistaken at all points. Do I not know it only too well? But of course, I never blamed you for your welcome of me. How could I do so, who have so often counseled my friends to suspect even their own hands when dealing with the enemy? Bless you, Gimli, son of Gloin. Maybe you will see us both together one day, and just between us. But the hobbits, Legolas broke in. We have come far to seek them, and you seem to know where they are. Where are they now? With Treebeard and the Ents, said Gandalf. The Ents, exclaimed Aragorn. Then there is truth in the old legends about the dwellers in the deep forests and the giant shepherds of the trees. Are there still Ents in the world? What do you mean, Earthling? The Bonbon is confused. What do you mean about what am I? Chopped liver? Well, to you too, Sika. To you too. And remember, we are also here next Sunday. Have a lovely evening. Or lovely sleep. And I will see you next week. Bye bye. I thought they were only a memory of ancient days, if indeed they were ever more than a legend of Rohan. A legend of Rohan, cried Legolas. Nay, every elf in Wilderland have sung songs of the old Onidrim and their long sorrow. Yet even among us they are only a memory. If I were to meet one still walking in this world, then indeed I should feel young again. But Treebeard, that is only rendering of Fangorn into common speech. Yet you seem to speak of a person. Who is this Treebeard? Yeah, I always get sleepy when reading. That is why I usually only do 2 hours. But my brain can't let me not finish the chapter before I go to bed, because if I go to bed without finishing the chapter, then I can't sleep. Yeah, we should make a yawn counter. Yeah, I'm gonna finish you before sleep, Jen. Yeah, yawning bunny. Ah, now you're asking much, said Gandalf. The little that I know of his long, slow story would make a tale for which we have no time now. Treebeard is Fangorn, the guardian of the forest. He is the oldest of the Ents, the oldest living thing that still walks beneath the sun upon this Middle-earth. I hope indeed, Legolas, that you may yet meet him. Merry and Pippin have been fortunate. They met him here, even where we sit. For he came here 2 days ago and bore them away to his dwelling far off by the roots of the mountains. He often comes here, especially when his mind is uneasy, and rumors of the world outside trouble him. I saw him 4 days ago striding among the trees, and I think he saw me, for he paused, but I did not speak, for I was heavy with thought and weary after my struggle with the Eye of Mordor, and he did not speak either, nor call my name. Perhaps he also thought that you were Saruman, said Gimli, but you speak of him as if he was a friend. I thought Fangor was dangerous. Dangerous, cried Gandalf, and so am I. Very dangerous, more dangerous than anything you will ever meet, unless you brought alive before the seat of the Dark Lord. And Aragorn is dangerous, and Legolas is dangerous. You are all beset with dangers, Gimli, son of Lóin, for you are dangerous yourself in your own fashion. Certainly the forest of Fangorn is perilous, and that leads to those that are ready with their axes. And Fangorn himself, he's perilous too. Yet he is wise and kindly nonetheless. But now his long, slow wrath is brimming over, and all the forest is filled with the coming of the hobbits, and the tidings that they brought have spilled it. It will soon be running like a flood, but his tide is turned against Saruman and the axes of Isengard. A thing is about to happen which has not happened since the Elder Days. The Ents are going to wake up and find that they are strong. What will they do? Asked Legolas in astonishment. I do not know, said Gandalf. I do not think they know themselves. I wonder. He fell silent, his head bowed in thought. The others looked at him. A gleam of sun through fleeting clouds fell on his hands, which lay now upturned on his lap. They seemed to be filled with light, as of as a cup is. They seemed to be filled with light, as a cup is with water. At last he looked up and gazed straight at the sun. The morning is wearing away, he said. Soon we must go. Do we go to find our friends and to see Treebeard? Asked Aragorn. No, said Gandalf. That is not the road that you must take. I have spoken words of hope, but only hope. Hope is not victory. War is upon us, and all our friends, a war in which only the use of the ring could give us surety of victory. It fills me with great sorrow and great fear, for much shall be destroyed, and all may be lost. I am Gandalf, Gandalf the White, but black is mightier still. He rose and gazed out eastwards, shading his eyes, as if he saw things far away that none of them could see. Then he shook his head. No, he said in a soft voice, it has gone beyond our reach. Of that at least let us be glad. We can no longer be tempted to use the ring. You must go down to face a peril near despair. Yet that deadly peril is removed. He turned. Come, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, he said. Do not regret your choice in the valley of the Even Mule, nor call it a vain pursuit. You choose amid doubts the path that seemed right. The choice was just, and it has been rewarded. For so have we met in time, who otherwise might have met too late. But the quest of our companions is over. Your next journey is marked by your given word. You must go to Edoras and seek out Theoden in his hall, for you are needed. The light of Andoril must now be uncovered in the battle for which it has so long waited. There is a war in Rohan, and worse evil, it goes ill with Theoden. Then we are not to see the merry young hobbits again, said Legolas. I did not say so, said Gandalf. Who knows? Have patience. Go where you must go, and hope. To Edoras. I go thither also. Mine. Uh, da, 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 da. It is a long way for a man to walk, young or old, said Aragorn. I fear the battle will be over long ere I come there. We shall see, said Gandalf. Will you come now with me? Yes, we will set out together, said Aragorn. But I do not doubt that you will come there before me, if you wish. He rose and looked long at Gandalf. The others gazed at them in silence as they stood there facing one another. The grey figure of the man, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, was tall and stern as stone, his hand upon the hilt of his sword. He looked as if some king out of the mist of the sea had stepped upon the shores of lesser men. Fucking hell. Uh, Before him stooped the old figure, white, shining now as if some light kindled within, bent laden with years, but holding a power beyond the strength of kings. Do I not say truly, Gandalf, said Aragorn at last, that you could go whithersoever you wished quicker than I? And this I also say, you are our captain and our banner. The Dark Lord has 9, but we have one mightier than they, the White Rider. He has passed through the fire and the abyss, and they shall fear him. We will go where he leads. Yes, together we will follow you, said Legolas. But first, it would ease my heart, Gandalf, to hear what befell you in Moria. Will you not tell us? Can you not can you not stay even to tell your friends how you were delivered? I have stayed already too long, answered Gandalf. Time is short. I hate when they do this. Uh, but if there were a year to spend, I would not tell you all. Then tell us what you will, and time allows, said Gimli. Come there, Gandalf, tell us how you fared with the Balrog. Name him not, said Gandalf, and for a moment it seemed that a cloud of pain passed over his face, and he sat silent, looking old as death. Long time I fell, he said at last, slowly, as if thinking back with difficulty. Long I fell, and he fell with me. His fire was about me. I was burned. Then we plunged into the deep water, and all was dark. Cold it was as the tide of death. Almost it froze my heart. Deep in the abyss that is spanned by Durin's bridge, and none has measured it, said Gimli. Yet it has a bottom, beyond light and knowledge, said Gandalf. Thither I came at last, to the uttermost foundations of stone. He was with me still. His fire was quenched, but now he was a thing of slime, stronger than a strangling snake. We fought far under the living earth, where time is not counted. Ever he clutched me, and ever I hewed him, till at least he fled into dark tunnels. They were not made by Durin's folk, Gimli, son of Gloin. Far, far below the deepest delvings of the dwarfs, the world is gnawed with nameless things. Even Sauron knows them not. They are older than he. Now I have walked there, but I will bring no report to darken the light of day. In that despair, my enemy was my only hope, and I pursued him, clutching at his heel. Thus he brought me back at last to the secret ways of Khazad-dûm. Too well he knew them all. Ever up now we went, until we came to the endless stairs. Is that an offer or a promise? I think the gin got a little flushed. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I'm not gonna flush you. There's two ways that you would be wet in my house. But flushing is none of them. Nope. That is not one of them. That is one of them. No, because rain do not come into my apartment even if I have them open. No. 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 No spilled drinks. Well, that could be true, Earthling. That could be true. Nope, that's the first time I have heard that one. Long has that been lost, said Gimli. Many have said that it was never made, save in legend, but others say that it was destroyed. It was made, and it had not been destroyed, said Gandalf. From the lowest dungeon to the highest peak it climbed, ascending in unbroken spiral in many thousand steps until it issued at last in Durin's tower, carved in living rock of Sirak Cyril, the pinnacle of the Silvertine. No, look, two women that I like that you said it. And Jen, it's because uh, the women in the US are fucked up and no one wants to be with Earthling at the moment. There upon Silibdil was a lonely window in the snow, and before it lay a narrow space, a dizzy eyrie above the mist of the worlds. The sun shone fiercely there, but all below was wrapped in cloud. Out he sprang, and even as I came behind, he burst into new flame. There was none to see, and perhaps in after ages songs would still be sung of the battle of the peak. Subtly Gandalf laughed. But what would they say in song? Those that looked up from afar thought that the mountain was crowned with storm. Thunder they heard, and lightning, they said, smote upon Celebdil, and leaped back broken into tongues of fire. Is not that enough? A great smoke rose about us, vapor and steam. Ice fell like rain. I threw down my enemy, and he fell from the high place and broke the mountainside where he smote it in his ruin. Then darkness took me, and I strayed out of thought and time, and I wandered far on roads that I will not tell. Naked, I was sent back for a brief time until my task is done, and naked I lay upon the mountain top. The tower behind was crumpled into dust, the windows gone, the ruined stairs was choked with burned and broken stone. I was alone, forgotten, without escape upon the hard horn of the world. There I was lay, there I lay staring upward, while the stars wheeled over, and each day was as long as the life age of the earth. Faint to my ears came the gathered rumor of all lands, the springing and the dying, the song and the weeping, and the slow everlasting groan of overburdened stone. And so at last Gwahir the Wind Lord found me again, and he took me up and bore me away. Ever am I fated to be your burden, friend at need, I said. A burden you have been, he answered, but not so now. Light as a swan's feather in my claw you are. The sun shines through you. Indeed, I do think you need me any more. Where I let you fall, you would float upon the wind. Do not let me fall, I gasped, for I feel life in me again. Bear me to Lothlorien. Yeah, it's always the good guys which will find people the last. Unfortunately. That indeed is the command of the Lady Galadriel who sent me to look for you, he answered. Thus it was that I came to Caras Galadhon and found you but lately gone. I tarried there in the ageless time of that land where days bring healing, not decay. Healing I found, and I was clothed in white. Counsel I gave, and counsel I took. Thence by strange roads I came, and messages I bring to some of you. To Aragorn I was bidden to say this. Where now are the Dunedain, Elisar, Elisar? Why do thy kinsfolk wander afar? Near is the hour when the lost should come forth, and a great company ride from the north. For dark is the path appointed for thee. The dead watch the road that leads to the sea. To Legolas she sent this word. Legolas Greenleaf, long on the tree, in joy thou hast lived, beware of the sea. If thou hearest the cry of the gull on the shore, thy heart shall then rest in forest no more. Gandalf fell silent and shut eyes. Then she sent me no message, said Gimli and bent his head. Dark are her words, said Legolas, and little do they mean to those that receive them. That is no comfort, said Gimli. What then, said Legolas, why you have her speak openly to you about your death? Yeah, what Lisa said. Just keep being you, Earthling. Then everything good will come to you. Yeah, but how long have some been looking have been looking to date? Remember that instead. Usually people do not start dating for real until they are 15, 16, 17, about that age. And even there, you do not fucking know what you want. Remember, I found Laura at the age of 30. And I have been with some shitty people. Like, I fucking hate them. A lot of people are a waste of time, but the experiences they bring helps you find your boundaries and helps you to find the right. So look out for yourself and everything else will come. Just like Lisa will on Friday. I had to. You know me. You know I have to. I had to. Yeah, we have 3 pages left. I've already gone 3 hours. Fuck. Um, yes, if she had naught else to say. What is that? Said Gandalf, opening his eyes. Yes, I think. I can guess what her words may mean. Your pardon? Said Gimli. I was pondering the messages once again, but indeed she sent words to you, and neither dark nor sad. To Gimli, son of Gloin, she said, give his lady's greeting, Lockbearer, wherever thou goest, my thought goes with thee. But I have a care to lay thine axe to the right tree. In happy hour you have returned to us, Gandalf, cried the dwarf. Capering as he sang loudly in the strange dwarf tongue. Come, come, he shouted, swinging his axe, since Gandalf's head is now sacred. Let us find one that is right to cleave. Yeah, you might think that, Earthling. Sorry to say. But a relationship, if it's the wrong one, might break you again. But you do not know until you have tried. So keep on trying, and everything will go the right way. Or do as I did. Work on yourself. Find out who you are, what boundaries you have. That was what I was about to say. um, yeah, just found out who you are, and to be honest, it will come. Yeah, but I think it's because if you look for it, then you will. Yeah, it's because if you look for it, you will see after the wrong things. It's like, don't go shopping if you're hungry, because you will buy all the wrong things. If you go shopping while you are content and your stomach is full, you will get all the right things. No, they just popped up. That will not be far to seek, said Gandalf, rising from his seat. Come, we have spent all the time that is allowed to a meeting of parted friends. Now there is a need of haste. He wrapped himself again in his old tattered cloak and led the way. Following him, they descended quickly from the high shelf and made their way back through the forest, down to the bank of the Entwash. They spoke no more words until they stood again upon the grass beyond the eaves of Fangorn. There was no sign of their horses to be seen. They have not returned, said Legolas. It will be a very walk. I shall not walk. Time presses, said Gandalf. Then lifting up his head, he gave a long whistle. So clear and piercing was the note that the others stood amazed to hear such a sound. A sound come from those old bearded lips. 3 times he whistled, and then faint and far off it seemed to them that they heard the whinny of a horse borne up from the plains upon the eastern wind. They waited wondering. Before long, there came the sound of hoofs. At first, hardly more than any tremor of the ground perceptible to only to Aragorn as he lay upon the grass, then growing steadily louder and clearer to a quick beat. There is more than one horse coming, said Aragorn. Certainly, said Gandalf. We are too great a burden for one. There are three, said Legolas, gazing out over the plain. See how they run. There's Hasselful, and there is my friend Adolf beside him. But this is another that strides ahead, a very great horse. I have not seen his like before. You certainly did to me. You certainly did. Because now I'm soon done. Yes, she did, Earthling. She did. I didn't come to Twitch to find a partner as well. But I also found one. I was like, I'm gonna be fucking single forever. Look, three girls which came to Twitch to have fun and found a partner. No. What you need is to take it easy, be yourself, take care of yourself, and then eventually you will find it. Just be you. Exactly. And it's the same for Toomey. The other person do not have boobs. They have swords to fight with them. Nor will you again, said Gandalf. That is Shadowfax. He is the chief of the Miraz, Lord of Horses, and not even Theoden, King of Rohan, has ever looked on a better. Does he not shine like silver and run as smoothly as a swift stream? He has come for me, the horse of the White Rider. We are going to battle together. You're a fucking weird Earthling, and I like it. Even as the old wizard spoke, the great horse came striding up the slope towards them. His coat was glistening, and his mane flowing in the wind of his speed. The two others followed, now far behind. As soon as Shadowfax saw Gandalf, he checked his pace and whinnied loudly. Then, trotting gently forward, he stooped his proud head and nuzzled his great nostrils against the old man's neck. Gandalf caressed him. It is a long way from Rivendell, my friend, he said, but you are wise and swift, and come at need. Far let us ride right now together, and part not in this world again. Soon the other horses came up and stood quietly by as if awaiting orders. We go at once to the Meadowsalt, this is what it's called. The hall of your master Theoden, said Gandalf, addressing them gravely. They bowed their heads. Time presses, so with your leave, my friends, we will ride. We beg you to use all the speed that you can. Hasufel shall bear Aragon and a rod, Legolas. I will set Gimli before me, and by his side, and by his leave, Shadowfax shall bear us both. And we will wait now only to drink a little. Now I understand a part of last night's riddle, said Legolas, as he sprang lightly upon Arrow's back. Whether they fled at first in fear or not, our horses met Shadowfax, the chieftain, and greeted him with joy. Did you know that he was at hand, Gandalf? Yes, I knew, said the wizard. I bent my thought upon him, bidding him to make haste, for yesterday he was far away in the south of his lands. Swiftly may he bear me back again. Gandalf spoke now to Shadowfax, and the horse set off at a good pace, yet not beyond the measure of the others. After a little while he turned suddenly, and choosing a place where the banks were low, he waded the river and then led them away due south into the flat land, treeless and wide. The wind went like grey waves through the endless miles of grass. There was no sign of road or track, but Shadowfax did not stay or falter. He is steering a straight course now for the halls of Theoden, under the slopes of the White Mountains, said Gandalf. It will be quicker so. The ground is firmer in the East Emnet, where the chief northward track lies across the river, but Shadowfax knows the way through every fen and hollow. For many hours they rode on through the meads and the river lands. Often the grass was so high that it reached above the knees of the riders, and the steeds seemed to be swimming in a grey-green sea. They came upon many hidden pools, and broad acres of sedge waving above wet and treacherous bogs, but Shadowfax found the way, and the other horses followed in his swath. Slowly the sun fell from the sky down into the west. Looking out over the great plain, far away the riders saw it for a moment like a red fire sinking into the grass. Low upon the edge of side shoulders of the mountains glinted red upon either side. A smoke seemed to rise up and darken the sun disk to the hue of blood, and if it had kindled the grass as it passed down under the rim of the earth. There lies the gap of Rohan, said Gandalf. It is now almost due west of us. That way lies Isengard. I see a great smoke, said Legolas. What may that be? Battle and war, said Gandalf. Right on. So, that was the last page of today. I hope you all enjoyed being here. And of course, and of course, have a great week until we see again. And of course, we will be here next Sunday as well. And you have to take care of yourself. Remember, self-care is sexy. Yeah. And it's very important to me that you guys take care of yourself, so we can see each other again. Love you too, Earthling. Love you too. Exactly. So let's see if we have someone which we should raid. Oh, I have one. I have one. I fucking have one. Raid F, raid S. And remember, guys, take your raid messages, because we have to be quite fast. So grab your raid messages, and then we go. I can't say where, because the person will know then. But all of you will know, and I hope you will all come over and greet the person with me. So, see ya, and bye-bye.